So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And already we're underway here. Oh, important interception. Griezmann, and the finish! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So, a breakthrough already. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Neymar. Batistuta. Griezmann. Plays a delicate ball. Park Ji-sung is in a really good position out wide. Bellingham. Neymar to Messi. Bellingham. He's picked his way through. Tries a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Corinthians just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Thinks one through, floated through. Batistuta! It's there! 2, and we've barely begun here.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty...
Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Marseille have their opponents right where they want them, and we've barely begun. That's been cut out, well played. João Neves promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Messi. Quarter of an hour played. Guardiola. Park Ji-sung floated up and over. He's played him through. Oh, good take and a good... There's the hit! João Neves. Griezmann. That is good alertness. And the pass is intercepted. That's a sharp pass. Bellingham. Neatly clipped into space. Caught offside that time. Marseille have it back and can go again. Hernandez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That pass has been well intercepted. Has a shot! Oh, bang on target. Now it's Bellingham. That is good strength. Neymar. That's a fabulous ball. Park Ji-sung. So what can they make of this? That's good vision. Oh, nicely intercepted. And no, oh, given away, and Batistuta! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! About as smooth as it gets! And surely that settles it! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, and he's through the middle. Martinez.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, super find. Griezmann. Well, the counter could be on here. Look at the space here. Big header. They are rampant. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Marseille are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Foden is wide and looking to get onto this.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Spread neatly. Foden. It's run loose here. Yep, it's a corner. Marseille with the corner. They're first. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Marseille have their second corner now. Tries to get it clear.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Batistuta! Oh, terrific save.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
This possibly the last play of the half. Neymar with the clearance. Griezmann. That's played into space. And that is a little undercooked. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It has been a half throughout which they have carved through the opposition almost at will, ripping things up big time here.
Yeah, I think a first-half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
Marseille dishing out what has been nothing short of an absolute mauling. The game is surely already in the bag, but there is plenty for the boys to talk about during half-time. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. No changes at the interval from either side. Guardiola. Fiddles it through. Nice ball, and can he finish? Foden. Guardiola. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Batistuta, and he's managed to get free. And Batistuta! Pinged towards the front line. And that has put paid to that. Picked out Griezmann! Neymar. Bellingham.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Looking tidy in possession here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Can he finish? And he hits the net! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And it's Messi.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Jordi Alba. Bellingham. And here's Neymar. Mbappe! Decent hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now it's Bellingham. Foden. Oh, that's clever. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And Messi!
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro 3. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 21.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that's been won straight back. Conte. Marseille do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. João Neves. And it's Ribéry. Back into the middle. Ribéry. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Corinthians grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Just about up to 75 minutes. Jordi Alba. That has been cut short. And no, that was never going to make it. Mbappe. Neymar. Foden. That's a little off target. And it's Ribéry. Conte. Corinthians finding their passes. Conte. Upamecano gets across to intercept that. Conte. Mbappe. Foden. And he cuts out the supply. Hernandez. Can he put it away? Now, oh, what has happened here? Bastoni gets rid without sophistication. Modric. Oh, good-looking ball. Pass somewhat off target. Now then, the ball's come loose. Conte. That's a nicely measured pass. He has found the way through. And this is Neymar. Great hit! Oh, taken with style. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely... Shot a goal! And yes, it's there!
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So is this the start of a comeback?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now that's well seen too. And time is up. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And already we're underway here. Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Bouten was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become a European champion at club level.
Yes, he... Oh, that is asking for trouble. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Looking for options for movement. He's shifting through the gears here. He rises! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So, a breakthrough already. Messi. Spread neatly. Cafu could try cutting inside here. Terrific header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Now it's Van Basten. And here's Perez. And he's picked it up out wide. Park Ji-sung. Oh, not quite. Van Basten is onto it in a flash. Perez.
Marseille are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on this.
Roberto Baggio! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. What do you think now about that goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Foden! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Beckenbauer. Perez. And it's Van Basten. He won't be happy with that one. Cafu. Nicked it back promptly. Adams. And it's Van Bauten. And Baggio. Passes short and sharp. Beckenbauer. Oh, super find. Keeper's ball. Marseille are looking to break at pace. Oh, that's clever. Foden. Messi. Now it's Messi. Zaire Emery gets a foot in here. Batistuta. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Approaching the half-hour mark. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Batistuta. Perez. Roberto Baggio. Beckenbauer. And it's Van Basten. Messi. Perez gets into some space. Looking tidy in possession here. Nice interception, well timed. Time and again they are repelled. Beckenbauer. Perez. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Guardiola.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Pressure coming in from all directions. Van Basten showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cafu.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He is through here! And Messi! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Messi really ought to have made that count. He made all the right moves.
Van Bouten. Beckenbauer. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Van Bouten spots it and intercepts. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And there is the half-time whistle. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
Ricordiamo a tutti I tifosi che è possibile fumare solo nelle aree appositamente predisposte all'interno dello stadio.
That gets things going for the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Cafu. Foden producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He's had a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Zaire Emery. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Too long and over the line. Adams. Cafu has created one goal already. Couldn't squeeze it through. Zaire Emery. Looking for the runner. Chips it through. And it's Baggio. That is ended up in no man's land. Park Ji-sung. Batistuta. Oh, that's nice. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Baggio kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Cafu. Now it's Messi. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just...
He's had a hit! No way through. Zaire Emery. Guardiola. Now Foden. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Perez. Costa Curta. And Adams. Roberto Baggio. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got away. It's a goal kick. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Guardiola. Oh, that's a nice ball. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Van Basten. Alexander-Arnold. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Park Ji-sung. That looks a good ball. Plays a sharp little ball here. Zaire Emery. Roberto Baggio.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Batistuta. There's the hit! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Marseille with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared away. Milan are looking to go forward now. Now the ball's gone astray. Van Bouten.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here. This is what good chemistry is all about.
Punched away. And a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. Real chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Marseille with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. Marseille have their second corner now. And that should get the job done. Oh, well played. Beckham. And we're done. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. So what do you take away from Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And already we're underway here. Now this could be a chance. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Oh, shooting chance! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So, a breakthrough already. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Stefan de Vrij. It's a sweet ball, that. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Up Ji-sung. No way through. Pedri. Oh, no joy this time. Can he finish? Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Upamecano has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier.
Looking for the run.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Nicely weighted ball.
Marseille are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That's a shade optimistic. Bellingham. Well, that is one way to stop him. Pedri. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Great ball if he can get there. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Pedri. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Kimmich. Pedri. Has a goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Pedri really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Kimmich with the short one. Skims one. Big chance! It's a goal! 2 to the good! They have breathing space! Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Guardiola. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Guardiola does really well to win the ball there. And they can counter here. That's beautifully weighted. Park Ji-sung! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
And it's lofted through here. And Batistuta! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Marseille really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
And it's hoisted clear. And he's had a hit! Oh, another save.
Well, look, believe me when I tell you that goalkeepers work harder than anyone else in training, and that's why, to be top class on match day, that was a majestic stop.
Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the shot! He's got away with one there. Marseille have their third corner. And he's taking no chances there. Aim forwards. Kimmich. And it's Park Ji-sung. Rodri, who's set up one goal so far. Bellingham. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Pedri. Pedri. Kimmich. That's a sharp pass. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Adams. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Cambio di giocatori.
And we're off again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Looking here to alter the direction of the game. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. He's gone for the shot! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Marseille come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. It's a quick one. Conte. Kimmich. Bellingham. And he was quick to react. Hernandez. Pass is just off target. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kimmich. Now it's Kimmich. Oh, that's fabulous. Guardiola.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's through here. Shot could be on. Oh, the shot hits one. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Bellingham. And the pass is intercepted. Batistuta. That pass has been well intercepted. Marseille perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Kimmich. Aimed beyond the defence. And no, that was never going to make it. Pedri, and he's picked out the run. It's out for a goal kick. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Mbappe. That's been cut out, well played. The message is clear, none shall pass. Gets his pass away. Can he put it away? And it's there! And the lead is extended still further.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
A case now of complete control. Lobbed in behind. Balde. Stefan de Vrij. Rodri. It's Pedri. It's Bellingham.
Inter are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
75 minutes played. Upamecano gets over and intercepts. De Vrij promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Referee has just said play on. Kimmich. Pedri. He's had it taken off him. Conte. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! They've done it!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Marseille can make their change now with a break in play. Marseille give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Guardiola. Zaire Emery. Kimmich. Bellingham. The final 5 minutes. Now it's Griezmann. And he cuts out the supply. And that's really well manoeuvred. No luck with that dink over the top. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh no, this does not look good. Pedri. Kimmich. Pedri. Pedri. That's a nicely measured pass. And there goes the final whistle. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something.